Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday evening and creating time with me. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Went to start just right on time, and everything froze up, so I had to close things up and begin again. So glad to have you joining me tonight. And just before we go down to my desk, just a quick reminder that the catalog will be going live in just over a week, May 4th. And if you do not have yours yet, remember there is one here for you if you don't have another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So contact me, and if you're in the area, you can swing by and pick one up. And just before I go down to my desk, I want you to think about something in the new catalog that you're looking forward to. So I can't show you the inside until May 4th, but many of you have it. So or you've maybe seen previews of different items online. So what is something that you are looking forward to in this catalog? I'm likely there's a whole bunch, but maybe even a few things. Okay, let's go down to my desktop. Alrighty, and while you're typing that in, welcome everyone. And I've just got a few things to share with you. I just need to make sure the computer's up and running. It wasn't a promising sign when everything froze up right off the bat. And let's just see here. Okay. First things first. And still trying to get the computer up. Here we go. Facebook has changed some things, so let's just see. I see. There we are. Okay, I see some of you on here. Excellent. Hi, everyone. Sheila and Leon and Fran and Karen and Deborah, and I thought I saw Catherine. I can't even keep up. So those of you who know me know that I have a hard time, just a second here, reading comments and talking and doing things at the same time. So I will read your comments at the end. And I just see that Lynn is saying that she likes new ways to present cards and projects. Yes, I'm already casing the new catalog for ideas, Lynn. So I like that you brought that out. But just a few things before we get started here. One is coming soon. So many of you have taken part in Stamping Staycation, and it is our 1-year anniversary this year. So we've been doing this for a year. 3 of us, there's Marilyn and Joanna and I, and it is a retreat right in the comfort of your home. So if you have been to the Stamping Staycation before, maybe leave a comment and explain a little bit what it's like. I just know that I really have a lot of fun with it, and we've heard really good comments from it. So that is coming up. Registration will start next Monday, a week from today. So watch here on Facebook, watch my newsletters for information about that. But I just wanted to give you the heads up. And if you're busy May 29th, you know what? You can still do it because it's all online. You can watch it whenever you want to. So that is the joy of that. And I see Judy likes the pansy suite. Yes, that is one gorgeous suite, Judy. I love that too. The other thing I wanted to point out is I am hosting an In Color Club again. So it's the new In Colors that are coming out. So here, I'll just bring them over. They are absolutely gorgeous. So there is fresh freesia, polished pink, pale papaya, evening evergreen, and soft succulent. And every one of these colors is absolutely gorgeous. So if you're like me and you want it all, but it kind of blows the budget, what we do is I have an In Color Club, and each month for 5 months, it'll start in June, you will get one of the In Colors, and you will get some cardstock, the ink pad, the blends. So they have cut that comes in the light and dark, pardon me, a Stampin' Right marker. You'll get 4 sheets of the designer paper that goes with it. There's some shimmer vellum that's just gorgeous. It's vellum these colors, and it shimmers. Wonderful. And 2 yards of the open weave ribbon, which again is gorgeous, 20 of the jewels, and a card from me. So if that's something you're interested in, earlier this week, or I guess last week, I posted the link, and I will post it again after tonight so that you can sign up if you would like to, and it also will give you the information needed. So there we go. So last week I posted this and shared that I was going somewhere, needed something to take with me to do. So I stamped some of these butterflies, and then I could just take it and some pencil crayons and color away and have something to do while I was away. And then when I come home, I just scribbled on the sides and kept track of what colors I was using. When I come home and finish the butterflies, I can put this die on top and cut them out, and I have that all ready to go. So the focus of that was, what can you do to take with you, or what can you do with friends or your grandkids or family members or something like that. And so I wanted to share with you tonight Paper Pumpkin. Now, Paper Pumpkin is a kit that is from Stamping Up, and Stamping Up's kits are wonderful. So they are perfect to take with you. When you get a Paper Pumpkin kit, it comes once a month, and you can sign up for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever, and you can stop it whenever you want. But it comes shrink wrapped in a box like this, right to your doorstep. And when you open it up, you'll see you've got some stamps, and this particular month it is, well, you're going to see, you will get a Stampin' Spot, and they don't repeat the Stampin' Spots within a year. So there is a different Stampin' Spot every month for a year at least. And maybe there's some information, and I'll talk about that again a little bit. And then there's the tissue paper. I don't know about you, but tissue paper just makes it feel like it's a special present. And when you open up the tissue paper, then you have a kit in here. Just got to get it out. Oh, it truly is like unwrapping a present. And the kit is, again, shrink wrapped, and you get everything you need to make, I think it's 21 cards, or 12 cards, pardon me, 12 cards. And so by the magic of television, I'm just going to put that to the side and show you this one, because it's already been opened up. And I actually did some of these with my grandchildren. And so I wanted to share with you how the kit works, because some of you are wondering about that. What is a paper pumpkin kit? And then after I show you a little bit about it, I'm going to show you ways to use it on a different card design. So if you are saying, well, I don't have the paper pumpkin kit, I'm not going to watch, don't worry. I've got something in a few minutes that will be perfect for you. Now, this particular kit coordinates with the ice cream corner suite that's in the mini catalog. So that's the suite that is featured in this mini catalog here. Let me just move all of my belongings out of the way. Right in here. So there's a stamp set, there's a punch, there's paper, there's ribbon, there's all kinds of things in this suite. So if this is something that you really like and you want to make more kinds of things, you might want to look at some of those items in the suite. The paper alone would work with the stamps in this. Then there's the punch right here, and the punch works with the stamps that are right here. So it punches out your ice cream. It also punches out your cone. And there are wonderful words in this set as well. And if you look at the punch, this little triangle shape, it also can be transformed into a birthday hat. So that's another way. So here are just a few cards made with some of the things in that suite. So just a heads up that it coordinates, and you can use it all together or you can use it all by itself. Either way. So first off, here are the instructions. It says it has supplies for 12 cards, and it has 12 envelopes. And then on the back of this, it tells you what colors are used, what's included, where you can look to find more ideas, and gives you even more ideas of how to use the kit in other ways right here. And then inside are step-by-step instructions on how to use this kit. And what's more, there's even a ruler at the bottom. Can you believe that? Everything coordinates beautifully. So let's take a look-see. So first off, to open your stamping spots, they are sealed on the side there and there, so you can run your fingernail along the side. My fingernails usually don't work, so I just take my scissors and run it along the side, right where the white would meet the clear, and then it opens up like that, and you've got a little ink pad there. Now, these little ink pads will work better if you store them upside down. That keeps the ink right on the surface of the pad. We don't have to worry about that when we're using our regular ink pads because they flip, so they're actually upside down in there. But these don't do that. So what I often do is turn them upside down, and then I put maybe the name on here of what color it is, or even punch out some paper that color and put it there. So we've got the ink. We've got the stamps, and these are called photopolymer. And if you want, you can always buy some stamp cases to store them in. We sell these, come in packages of 4, and I use them for all kinds of things. Or you can figure out some other way that works for you, but they're great. And all of the stamps are guaranteed to fit on a D block. So the block that is this size here. So you've got that. Then you've got your cards. Now remember, some of my cards have been used, but look at this kiwi card. My grandkids they love the kiwi thing. I'm not sure why. So this would just fold in half, and you've got a kiwi card to give to somebody. Or you could cut this off and use this on a scrapbook page or another card, and then you could decorate this and make it a creamsicle or whatever. So we've got the kiwi card, we've got the rainbow card, and this would fold like that. So you could go like that. Just gorgeous like that. And again, you can cut them apart or use as is. And then the watermelon card like that. I just love them. And then not only that, but then you have envelopes that coordinate. So they're like this. Now I saw somebody actually take the envelopes apart and use this stripe here for their designer paper on a different card. But it's great to have the envelopes that match. Whoops, there's another one. They give you 2 kinds of glue. So these are dimensionals, so they would add height to your project. And these are little glue dots, which you can just peel off and use like that. So I'm going to keep them handy here. Now, and they give you some twine. There's lots and lots of twine. And this is looking a little sad just because my grandkids, as I said, have been using this, but there are actual tags to stamp on. So there's circles and rectangles, and then there were some, and they just punch out, which kids love to do. And then there were also some glittery shapes to go underneath those different tags like that. And then last but not least, there are also all of these colorful stickers. So there is so much in the box. And then lots of people take the box and use it to store things, or take it apart, turn it out inside out, and decorate the box. So you can do so much with this. So let's see what we're going to do here. So let me just put the box out of the way, and I'm going to bring this in like this. And I'm just going to make one of the cards I found that when I was working with the grandkids, let's make the kiwi, they weren't too terribly interested in the twine, but I thought it really added. So I'm going to bring in the twine. So I'm using my bone folder to make my crease nice and sharp. And we've already got a happy birthday here, but let me find the instructions. I think I buried them somewhere. Here we go. So if we followed the instructions exactly, this is what this one would look like. So there would be a hey there, but we've got a way to go. So we'll use that. And we've got this. So these two are going to go together like that. And then the twine is just going to, I'm going to wrap it around, about 4 fingers. And I am going to put it on like that and hold it on. So let's get going here. There we go. So we've got the twine. Let's move this to the side. How am I going to hold that on? I'm going to hold it on by putting a dimensional on top, like that. And then when it's time to put my words on, I'll put them on top of that, and it's going to go like that. So now on the back of here, I need some adhesive, and I'm going to put some of these glue dots. Now, these are little dots of glue like that, and I have a hard time getting the backing off, so I'm bringing in my Take Your Pick tool. I found that kids, they seem to be able to get them off very easily, so that's no problem for that. And put that on the silver so it looks like that. And then we're going to peel the backing off of there so it's now sticky. And we could put it straight, or we can put it sort of like that. And just like that, we have a card all ready to go. Now, you might want to talk to your kids about who to give their cards to. My grandson decided to give his to his hamster. So it is sitting beside his hamster's cage, and he was quite proud of it, and so that was just a fun way to go. So that's how easy it is to make the cards as is. Now you can use these supplies. Once you have them, you've got these supplies forever, right? So let's look at a couple of other things. Now remember, they showed ideas here that you could use, but let's use a couple of other ideas. For this one here, and for this idea, you can definitely use any of the stamps that you have. I have a piece of paper. Now, this is Bermuda Bay because it matches my ink, Bermuda Bay, and it is 5.5 by 7.5. Yes, he loves his hamster, Judy, very much. I hope nothing happens to that hamster. It would be a crisis. So this paper is 5.5 by 7.5, and then I scored it at 4.25. So when I fold it, it's going to be, it's going to explode. It's going to be a regular card size. And this too would fit in those envelopes, but it's got part of this cut off. All right, so that's that. So then for the inside, for here, this is 4 by 5.25. I'm going to come back to these other pieces in a minute. And this piece here is 3 by 3.5, and then I scored it at 1/2. So when I fold on the score line, it's going to be 3 by 3. Now, I could make this whatever size I wanted. I just chose to make it this size. And what I'm going to do now is put a strong tape here. I'm going to bring in tear and tape. Seal Plus would work well too. And put it on that folded flap, just like that. And peel that backing off. And this is going to go on the front of my card. So I'm going to rest it there. No, just a second. Sorry, cancel that. I've got my card designs mixed up. We're going to put it on the white, the basic white, like that. And we're going to, actually, we're just going to line this up at the edge of the card. I'm mucking this one up, and I don't get it centered very often, so I'm going to put it a little bit lower, so it's like that. Then this is going to come in and cover up that join. I'm not going to fasten this in just yet because I might want to stamp something there. So we'll put that to the side, and we're going to worry about this flap here right now. I brought in some crushed curry that is 3 by 5 1/4, and it's going to layer on there. And then I've got a piece of that ice cream designer paper. Look at, there's ice cream on that side. But I'm going to use this side, which is, it was hard not to use the ice cream side. And this is 2 7/8 by 5 1/8. Now, if you don't like that 1/8 business, just cut it down so that it's quarters. But I liked it with just a little bit of that yellow showing. So let's fasten those two together like that. There we go. And then we're going to fasten that onto the front of the card. Now this design can work for any kind of card, all kinds. It's not just this particular set. So you can bring in all kinds of other things. So we're going to then fasten this right onto that front flap of the card. Sorry, I'm out of camera range here. There we go. So we've got it like that. And it's going to go like that. Then this piece here is basic white, and it's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and it's going to layer on here. And this is where we're going to use do our stamping. Now, if you don't like, again, the eighths business, just make it a little smaller, do quarters. So let's bring this in. Now, if you are doing this with somebody else, remember these are photopolymer stamps, so they work better on a cushion. So if they don't have a little foam mat, a mouse pad works, a magazine works, anything that adds a little bit of a cushion really helps. So we can bring in the words. Now the words that we have are, "You are so cool, way to go, happy birthday, and hey there." I think I'm going to do, "You are so cool." And I could use my stamp to do the other, but I'm going to bring in the stickers. Now this sticker here goes really well, I think, with this paper. So if I did that, okay, that sticker is going to take up quite a bit of room. I could put the words sideways, right? So that's what you do when you're planning. You figure it out that way. So I'm going to put this on here. Now, when you're inking, using the spots to ink up a stamp, I always put my finger here to get good pressure. So just there, you can see it's looking pretty good. And what did I say? I'm going to put it sideways, aren't I? Well, I can stamp it this way and then turn it. And photopolymer too, give it a moment to transfer. So you're worried about the hamster eating the card? No, it's like a glass wall on that side, so they've got it outside the glass wall. So they sent a picture the other day of the hamster and the card side by side. It was all just too cute. So now we've got this, and if we are going to put that here, I like to plan it out before I actually stick it all down. So there we go, and we can put that on there. Yep, I think I like that. Now, you could do it this way and stamp and color, that kind of thing too. So but we're going to use this side just for the sake of it's all done for us, and we can use that stamp on the inside. And it matches the sticker. Or I could have put the sticker on the envelope. There we go. Now, if you have ever made cards with kids, you will know that kids go their own direction. When I go to a card class or anything, I usually follow what the instructors shows. But kids will take that idea and then just go with what they see in their head. And that's why I love crafting with kids, because I get so many ideas from them. They have great imaginations, and away they go. So I have just been tying this little bow. I'm going to put it there just to dress this up a little bit. So let's snip the end off of that. And I'm going to fasten it on by bringing in one of the glue dots that came with the kit, and I'll stick it down first, peel the backing off. Now I'm also I bought an extra one or two of this kit, and one I'm going to send to my grandkids who are overseas, and we're going to make it online together. So there's the front of the card. It does look a little funny because this isn't on it yet, but we're going to do a little stamping on this yet. So we've got this. Now remember, any stamping, I want to keep it away from here because this is going to show. So I'm going to do my stamping over here, and I am going to bring in this little popsicle, and still sticking with the Bermuda Bay ink, because if you've gifted this to someone, that's all they will have, right? So you want to just show them what they can do. So I think I am going to put that down here. Then there's another fun stamp in here. It's little splotches. So let's bring those in and ink them up. But I don't want them as dark as this, so I'm going to stamp them off once, and then I'm just going to add a few like that, and then we'll just fasten it in. And we've got a card to give to that special someone or that special pet in our life. So there we go, just like that. And how much fun is that for just a simple, straightforward card? Now, have I done anything else with this stamp set? I have. I'm just going to show one thing just to sort of remind you that you can do all kinds of things. Now, I was thinking that if a child was having a birthday party or something like that, you could get ice cream cones, fill them with candy. I didn't have candy, so I just put fluff in there, put it in one of our cello bags, and made a tag to go with it. And I hear some of you saying, where did those tags come from? Well, the shape of these tags, it's a sneak peek. They are in the new catalog. They're called Tailor-Made Tags, and so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of this shape and 4 of this shape, and then these cut out the little reinforcements that you would put there, and they cut them several out at once. So this is all the different tags that you would get. So I am going to be using these a lot, I know. So that's just a little sneak peek for you. So let's move this out of the way now. Now you have an idea of what a paper pumpkin kit is, or just if you're traveling, if you're wanting to take a kit to somewhere, the kits are available in the catalogs. They're wonderful. If you're wanting to give as a gift, I would almost suggest an all-inclusive kit. That has your glues. It has everything that you want. The ink, the stamps, everything. And then there's some kits that are partial. So these kits, of course, are retiring at the end of the week or at the beginning of next week, but there are new kits coming in the catalog. One more thing about the paper pumpkin kit is you have to order it by the 10th of the month before you get it. And the next one is called Batter Up. So it looks like it would be baseball, sports related, and you would have to order it before April the 10th. And then, or before, not April 10th, pardon me, from between April 11th and May 10th. So May 10th is the cutoff date, and then it will show up at your doorstep about 2 weeks after May 10th. So that is the theme of the next one. So I have a few little goodies that I wanted to share with you here. Here is a card that is using that new Freesia ink and the ribbon. So it's a really neat one. Many of you know that I really love well, I can't talk tonight. Many Messages stamp set. I received this in a swap. So they use the frames and put designer paper behind it, put words in a few and some words here. So I just love that. I received this swap today. So it's the Simply Succulents bundle, and just gorgeous. This die alone is amazing here. And this one here is a fun fold that I was playing with, and it opens like this and then like that. So if you like the ice cream cone treat package, I know I really quite liked that too. I think a waffle cone would be even better with colorful candies in it, but candies don't last in my room, so that's why they're not here. Here is one using the sand and sea items, and again, this is a fun fold, so it goes like that. So this peeks out like that. And then I wanted to share something that I keep forgetting to share. If you've ever made cards that have embellishments on them that are a little bit bulky and then they poke through the envelope, one way to address that, and this is what reminded me because I received a card in the mail the other day, take a piece of your cardstock and run it. It can be old retired cardstock or just a ratty piece, and then you can put it through one of your embossing folders so it's bumpy, and it provides the cushion without adding any more postage. And then this is the card that came, and the pearls didn't poke through in any way. So there's just another little tip there. So if you like the projects that you saw tonight and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, remember you can shop with me. You can shop either by contacting me or going here online. And the current hostess code is this. So if you are putting an order that is less than $200, if you could, and you're doing it online, that would be perfect there. So let me just see. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So thank you for joining me tonight. It was so fun to be back doing. I missed it last week. So I'm glad to be back with you tonight. And I hope that helps you understand what a paper pumpkin kit is and how much fun it can be. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.